Cool. Alright, cool.
Good afternoon, welcome to the Crest Finance Stadium, home of AFC Portchester and the Wessex Premier League here, just on the outskirts of the city of Portsmouth. We are here live for the Great Ormond Street Hospital charity football match organised by Christopher. And we've got some Poppy legends, we've got a few celebrities here in attendance this afternoon. We're going to welcome you into the commentary now. Ben Chu joins me up here at the blustery scaffolding here. Pompey legends on show today. These fans have been deprived of football for so many months now to see here in action.
Yeah, of course. Good afternoon, Jake. Yes, it's been a really good afternoon. Lots of good Pompey ex-players. A bit blustery up here, but I think we should be okay.
Once we get going, we'll get warmed up.
Yeah, of course.
It is quite mild. It is quite.
I've enjoyed the day already, despite the weather not being quite as good as you'd hope. Yeah, they're all sort of laughing, getting to know each other, and yeah, looks like they should all be good for the game.
Let's talk through some of the players we're likely to see this afternoon. Then let's go through the purple team first of all. It's purple against whites here at Portchester. Nathan Ashmore, former Portsmouth goalkeeper, who's let go at the age of 14. He's a goalkeeper. He'll be in between the sticks from the purple team today. Hayden Mullins, Lloyd Doyley, Molyneux, Ryan Howard, Alexi Ericlides, George Sagar, Rowan Vine, Paul Hayes, Paul Robinson, Simon Church, David Norris, Benny James and Harvey Bradbury. Now Ben, the standout name within that team has got to be David Norris.
Yeah, we know exactly why as well. Well, famous for that lovely peach of a goal against Southampton just those many years ago. 9 years ago.
Last month,
Yeah, so that's a long time ago.
Yes, the second minute, people out there waiting to fix his problems. Yeah, to get much better than that. I'm sure we'll be interested to see if he can recreate that kind of goal this afternoon. I'm sure the fans
Yeah, you'd like to think so.
Let's go through the white team now, and starting off with the goalkeeper is Charlie Searle, who's currently playing for Baffin's Milton Rovers in the Wessex Premier. You've got Adrian Mariappa, George Day, Brandon Stewart, Danny Hollins, Tanner Hassan, Lee Bradbury, Kyle Bennett, Jason Mazar, Brett Pittman, Nyron Nosworthy, Noel Hunt, Danny Kedwell and Brian Strong. A few more former Pompey players within that team as well. Then Danny Hollins, you look at Lee Bradbury too, Kyle Bennett and Brett Pittman as well. Him. Only 7 appearances for the Blues within that season. But let's look at some of the celebrities on show today then. Tamer Hassan, an actor I'm sure a lot of football fans across the land will recognise for his appearance in Football Factory.
Yeah, great film.
Fantastic film that is. Now admittedly, we don't know the starting 11 for either side. We've not been handed any team sheets, so that's not been announced yet. The players have been out, they've warmed up, they're all in their shirts, but it has been a bit of a mix-up. Noel Hunt, who we recognise as a striker, he's wearing number 5. for the white team.
I'm not sure who's making those decisions.
Yeah,
but
I think like you said before we came on there, that's more of just a case of them going into the dressing room and picking whatever shirt fits. Nyron Nosworthy, number 7.
Yeah.
To centre back. It's not the kind of thing you think as a football fan. Centre back wearing number 7, centre forward wearing number 5. But I'm sure during the game we'll get used to it. We'll recognise who's on the field and whatever. But yeah, look, Ben, let's talk about the cause. Football for Great Ormond Street Hospital. This is a charity game. It's been organised over a year ago. It's a fantastic cause. It's raised well over £3,500 now. The target initially was £500.
Yeah, they've absolutely smashed it.
Absolutely smashed it. And yes, some donations still coming in. They've come in over the last 10-11 months or so. You can still donate now. You can head over to Twitter at 4GOS1. And of course you can head to our Facebook page. There's links on there as well, TBTVSport. You can donate to the cause. I'm sure as much as you can would be greatly appreciated. Some fantastic cause. And we talk about the football weekend. I'm sure the fans here today, I think we're expecting between 3
When the fans went out back very briefly, but yeah, it's a great occasion. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah. So just minutes away from kick-off now here at Crest Finance Stadium. I'm sure we're going to see the players walk out from that tunnel to our left-hand side in just a few moments' time. Andy Orford makes his way to the dugout, and yeah, we're going to expect to see the players anytime soon. Purple against the whites. We'll get the official starting 11 if and when we know it, Ben. But
I mean, I hope so. Otherwise, it's more of a guessing game rather than anything else.
It could be. But no, let's talk about some of the other players on the show today, Ben. And Paul Robinson, 39 years old, still got it in his legs to play this afternoon. Millwall legend. He's played hundreds of games for them. He's currently their under-23s coach, and he was at Pompey just for a season. But one of the fondest players that fans will remember. Very, very kind-hearted man. He really understood the club, and he really understood like the ethos of football fans, didn't he?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, he was one of those players that season. We missed maybe a great season for us, but I mean, Pompey were struggling, but I feel like he's one of the standout players that year. Yeah.
You've got Simon Church also playing for the purple team, former Reading striker. He's also played in the Scottish Premier League and the Eredivisie in the Netherlands. He retired in 2018 whilst at Plymouth Argyle. We mentioned David Norris as well, but we've also got Harvey Bradbury, 22-year-old, 6'3", all 6'3" of them. I'm sure they'll use his height advantage in the game at some point today, as the players do start to make their way out onto the pitch now. It's purples against the whites, led out by the referee Brendan Bone, who's the local City of Portsmouth in this Great Ormond Street Hospital charity match here at AFC Portchester Crest Finance Stadium. Well, a few players I can see already, Ben. First of all, notably Lee Bradbury, the former Haventon manager, once Pompey striker too, back in the noughties. He's currently the assistant boss at Crawley Town down in League 2 as well. So he's out there wearing number 9 for the white team.
Very exciting.
Number 12 for the white team, Nathan Ashmore, is in goal, of course, in all green, wearing the number 1. Kyle Bennett, number 4 for the white team.
Yes,
again,
I'm not really sure who made these decisions, but
you see Nyron Nosworthy, number 7 at the back there. Then a former Pompey player, but currently the boss of Portchester United. He's been handed the reins there on a more permanent basis. He's taken charge on an interim deal towards the end of last season. Good to see him here.
Yes, very good. Brett Pittman out there as well, number 8.
Yep, Brett Pittman. I'm sure a lot of Pompey fans will be fondly recognising him today.
Even if he did score against them.
He did score against the Blues a couple of weeks ago, didn't he? Yeah, dampened the spirits a little bit at Fratton Park as the players all gather for a squad photo to mark the occasion. Danny Hollands coming into frame now, number 15 for the white team. Danny Hollands, former Pompey player, most recently at Eastleigh in the National League. Paul Robinson jogs over as well to get in at the top of that team photo.
Andy Orford also sneaking in at the back.
There he is. He's still got the legs on him, hasn't he, Andy Orford? running over. I'm sure there'll be a few smiles within both of them teams. I'm not expecting, or not hoping for anything malicious today, Ben. It's going to be
it's a great occasion, as we say, obviously for a great cause.
Nothing too serious about it, but
exactly.
you want to put on a show for the fans that have money donated today to come and watch the game. We mentioned it previously about how a lot of these fans have waited to see a game of football.
Yeah, it's been quite some time really, hasn't it? And I have to say, for a game like this to mark some fans coming back, like we said earlier, maybe some fans here their first game back.
Yep. So I think we'll be kicking off in just a few seconds now as the two captains, I think, in the centre of the park there, just meeting with the rest of the re. Steve Bradbury, of course, number 9 for the white team, leading centre line for those. We're about to get away any second as we do the coin toss to dictate who gets this game started. Still windy here at the Crest Finance Stadium.
Very windy. I wish I brought my hand gloves, I'm not going to lie.
Apologies if you can hear the wind, by the way. We've got everything in place to try and prevent that from happening. Got the mics underneath our coats. We've got the little muffs on as well. But
yeah, it's unlike you to actually wear a coat, Jake.
It is, but we'll brush past that.
Yeah.
The teams have swapped sides because I'm sure that means a lot today. The purples are going to be shooting from right to left, with the white team shooting from left to right. Just waiting for the purple team goalkeeper to reach his net. Charlie Searle in between the sticks for the purples in all blue on the right hand side. Referee's just checking everything's okay. He's got 11 men on the pitch for each team. The linesmen are happy, 4th officials happy, and we are ready to get this Football for Great Ormond Street Hospital charity match underway. And the purples do get the game started, and it's back to Hayden Mullins in the centre of the field. He just lays a nice one off to David Norris to calm things up at the back early stages in this match, playing it around that back 4. And purples, I think, will want to keep a bit of possession here, Ben, just to try and get a feel of the game and prevent the white team from getting back into it. And Hayden Mullins lays the ball forward, and it's going to be chased on the right hand side, but it is dispossessed by Naira Nosworthy, who will gather and lay the ball off to be, well, it's a nice 1-2, Naira Nosworthy. And he's going to hoof it forward. No, he's not. He's going to nutmeg the player on the right hand side, but he doesn't quite get the ball on the other end, but the ball is potentially, and White's will burst forward on that left hand side. It's a great ball forward. Fantastic. To the right, switching the flanks to Noel Hunt, who's still got the pace to get on to the end of that. Noel Hunt, what can he do here? He's going to lash it in with his right foot. There's no one in the middle to connect onto it, and Hayden Mullins is going to gather eventually to clear away for the purple team, who he's not quite going too far with that. He's going backwards and then forwards, and he's going to beat Noel Hunt for pace. He's going to beat him for skill as well. Does very well to get past the former Republic of Ireland international, and Hayden Mullins is going to clear it forward. And it's a great ball forward, and he's beaten his man, but Nathan Ashmore comes out and he's clattered there, and David Norris finds the back of the net from 35 yards out, but the free kick was rewarded seconds before. I don't think you can really argue with that one, Ben. He completely clattered the goalkeeper there, and yeah, no, that was a bit naughty really, but David Norris finding the net from that range. I don't think you can really be too surprised about that one. Noel Hunt picks up the ball now just on the halfway line, but he lays it back to his central defensive colleague, and Danny Hollins picks it up in the middle, plays a nice 1-2, but Noel Hunt dispossesses the ball, and the ball's passed back into the centre back, who's wearing the number 9 shirt again.
Yeah,
just another great example of these shirts not quite being in the right place as to what football fans would usually be used to, which is sort of an indication as to why we're not too sure on who's playing where at the moment, apart from the faces we fully recognise, such as Dave Norris, who's on the ball now. But the purples do continue to go forward, and he's trying to loft it over the goalkeeper, but Nathan Ashmore trots back, and he can safely see it kind of nestle in the net behind the goal, and it will be a goal kick for the white team. Not a bad effort, testing the goalkeeper early doors, but was in Portsmouth Senior Cup final action on Thursday night at Fratton Park. Unfortunately, his side, Baffin's Milton Rovers, lost by a penalty shootout to Moneyfield, as the purple unfortunately on the left hand side, and it's played backwards again. No real tempo to this game just yet, Ben. Just a few moments gone.
Yeah, just goes in initial touches in, I think, and
Yep.
getting used to the game. Probably a lot of these players maybe just training before this, but probably not a lot of them played in any sort of football in quite some time.
No. 6 minutes gone here at Crest Finance Stadium, still 0-0 between the purple team and the white team in this Great Ormond Street Hospital charity match. Don't forget you can donate to the fantastic cause, still nearly £4,000 raised for the Great Ormond Street Hospital charity. You can find the link over at TBTVSport on our Facebook and YouTube pages. As David Norris comes forward now through the middle, you can see his winger wearing number 13 on the left hand side in support. Dave Norris picks the ball back up again. He's lacking for options, but Brett Pittman is in the middle of there, plays a nice ball through to the left hand side. It's a bit of trickery there, and it's a ball fed into the box, but Whites will clear easily. But there's no one up there for the white team to latch on to the end of it. The purples will cover and try to attack once more. It's played back forward to Dave Norris, who seems to be picking up all the balls from the centre of the park for the purple team. Really the hub of every attack that's happened so far in the early stages of this match. I think, like you say, Ben, a few of these players, a lot of them kind of in their 40s, late 30s, got 1 or 2 50-year-olds within this team as well. Just finding their feet. You know, it's not going to be a real high-tempo game. A lot of these players won't have quite the same fitness as we're used to seeing in Leagues 1 and 2.
No, maybe not. But yeah, you're likely to see later in the game a bit of fatigue dropping in. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see who's kept their fitness up, perhaps.
One man there, Kyle Bennett, who was at Grimsby Town this season on loan from Bristol Rovers. Unfortunately relegated with Grimsby in League 2 down to the National League, but he'll return to Bristol Rovers as the white team bursts forward here, and it looks like he's going to shoot there, but he's not. He's going to lay it forward. It's a great opportunity for the Whites to get a shot on goal, but he's dispossessed, and the goalkeeper will gather, and he plays it out to the right hand side. Wins an easy goal kick, and they will just slow things down again for the purple team, who I think they've had the better chances so far in this 7 or 8 minutes. The white team to get anywhere near the ball.
Yes, very impressive so far. I mean, David Norris, like you say, he's been really in control of the game.
Purple team lifts the ball forward, and it's well kept up there, and David Norris picks up a ball again, but he can't quite get on the end of it, and it's intercepted there by the number 16 for the white team, who will try and build something up now, but they are just playing it along the back and trying to find their feet in this game. No one again on the right hand side. Some communication going on down there. I think this is going to be a very tight knit game. Could be a moment of magic in this match which separates the two teams. I bet it's part of an attack as the white team go forward. And there's a nice ball forward. Can he get on the end? If he can, he beats the defender to his head, but no Danny Hollins on the end of it. He can't get it away as they try and get a shot on goal, and David Norris with no one's clearance. I don't know if that was a clearance or a shot on goal, Ben. You never do really know with David Norris. As Nara Nosworthy, I think he shouts boo at Brett Pittman, and you wouldn't want to go up against Nara Nosworthy, I'll tell you that.
Definitely not.
Experienced pro, Nara Nosworthy, spent many years at Sunderland in the Premier League. Mentioned earlier, 7 appearances for Pompey in 2015. Not the greatest season for the Blues, but the purple team's come forward on this right hand side. It's a ball into the middle, just chipped slightly off the floor, and the whites will gather easily and pay it back to Nathan Ashmore. He's recently had his National League season ended. So the white team come forward again, but again the purple team just sweeping up at the back, and they look to create an opportunity forward here as there's a man on the right hand side in plenty of space, but he's going to play it slowly. It's a ball to the right hand side to Pittman. Pittman looks like he's going to deliver a ball in or lay it off to his right hand side. 4 men in the box for the purple team. It is delivered in slow. It's cleared by the whites. And David Norris on the edge of the box. What can he do here? We all know what he can do here, but it's spaced over, and I was getting vibes from St Mary's Stadium there, Ben. David Norris 20 yards out. Audacious effort.
Can't fault him if he does take a shot from that sort of range.
No. I think we're going to see a few of them from David Norris today, outside of the box. Wouldn't be too surprised if one of them found the back of the net. Carl Bennett lays it forward to the left hand side as we see it. We see it here at the Colin Brand stand here at AFC Portchester. Portchester. 10 minutes got here. Still purple nil, white nil. The team really finding momentum in this game so far, Ben, but still plenty of time to go. Sure, we've seen some hefty challenges going, met by some friendly handshakes and a bit of laughter as well. That's what it's all about. This isn't a serious game, as we mentioned. It's for a charity, it's for a great cause. I'm sure these players will be just looking forward to the opportunity to get out on the field and show what they can do.
Yeah, of course. And like you say, a lot of them just here, a bit of fitness, a bit of time on the pitch. Great opportunity for them.
Yeah, and Noel Hunt picks the ball back up and he tries to loft the ball forward, but it is gathered easily by the purple team. He seems to be the big communicator on the pitch so far, Noel Hunt, for the white team. He wants to try and get his team into this game. As Brett Pitman finds himself again with a ball on the right hand side. Still at Swindon Town, Brett Pitman, relegated from League One just a few weeks ago. Lofts the ball into the box, but it's too high and it's straight into the stand behind the goal. In fact, it's a throw in. It's a throw in. A throw in for the white team. We thought it was going to be a goal kick, but the cross was so bad it's got out for a throw in. And
might have caught the wind. We'll give him that.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It's quite windy here at Portchester, but the throw in is taken quickly. But Nathan Ashmore can't quite get under his feet, and Brett Pitman also almost closed him down and takes advantage of a sick mistake there. But the Whites do eventually gather the ball. Noel Nosworthy with the ball lofted forward, but David Norris just gets a head on it and dispossesses Noel Hunt from reaching the end of that, and Purples will start again and rebuild from the back. Just played nice to the right hand side. Still goalless here as the ball lofted forward to Brett Pitman. He does get on it. What can he do here? He plays it backwards, but the white team gather it, and it will be a throw into the white. It's almost a chance there for the purple team, Ben. A golden opportunity for Brett Pitman getting into the kind of position we know that he can get into. Not quite round of a goalkeeper though. As the white team lost the ball forward, Lee Bradbury gets him in. It's great control from him, but as I say that, just a heavy touch, and David Norris comes in steaming down and gets the ball back off. And David Norris, by the way, 40 years of age, still playing, Ben, still playing for Lancaster City. What a great level of, well, it is a decent level of football for a player who's recently played in the Championship and League One and League Two. Vast football league experience, but at 40 years of age, you've still got it. Still got the fitness and the ability to play at a decent level, David Norris.
With the 14 minutes gone, you can already see that he's still got it in him.
Yeah. Be interesting to see if it lasts before 90. There's a game of purple team come down on the right hand side. It's a ball forward and it's easily dispossessed again by the white team, and it's played back to, I think it was Adrian Mariappa in defence for the white team. It's Lee Bradbury on the right hand side now. He seems to switch positions, and then Noel Hunt is in the centre of the field and he can't quite get onto the end of that. The cross is just a little bit too low for him, and the purple team will gather again easily, and it's David Norris on the ball again. He plays a nice ball forward to Hayden Mullins. He's challenged by 3 but still gets the ball away, and the Purples will play it nicely round the back and just calm things down once again. They seem to be in control of this match, Ben, purple team. Whenever they get the ball, they can't find an opening going forward, they'll just play it around the back and prevent the white team from getting possession. Just with Adrian Mariappa now, he plays it through to Danny Hollands, puts the ball forward, and it's a great ball forward, and Lee Bradbury's here on the right hand side. He's got plenty of space to try and create something here. He plays it nicely into the middle. Lee Bradbury makes a run, peeling off Carl Bennett in the centre of the field now. Nice 1-2, but no, he's not. He's going to take a shot for himself. It's a cross. Noel Hunt with a diving header. It's a great save, but it's actually given for offside. Nice spot there from the linesman, but a real opportunity there for the white team, and regardless of the fact it was offside, Ben, a great delivery from Carl Bennett and linking up with his former Pompey teammate Noel Hunt.
Absolutely fantastic ball. Even better finish, but
yeah,
obviously offside.
We seem to have seen Noel Hunt and Lee Bradbury switch positions now. Noel Hunt seems to be in that central striking area. Lee Bradbury has just come over to the right hand side, and immediately after that change, we've seen Noel Hunt with a golden opportunity again, albeit offside, but to try and create something for the white team. Really, first thing they've done in this game, the white team, but unfortunately it was offside. Fantastic save nonetheless from Charlie Searle. Still only in his early 20s, Charlie Searle, Baffin's Milton Rovers goalkeeper. As Brett Pittman just lays it back to Hayden Mullins and receives the ball nicely back off the former Portsmouth midfielder. The ball is played out to this left-hand side. He's been closed down there, but gets the ball away, and it's ball chip forward for the purple team, and Adrian Mariappa will use all of his experience just to see that one out and confirm for the white team. It's back to Nathan Ashball. He does control it. Plays the 1-2 with Adrian Mariappa. The purple team are putting some pressure on. They're closing down quickly, but the white team do eventually get the ball away. Nara Nosworthy again with the ball through Danny Hollands. Plays it nicely out to the right hand side, or the left hand side rather, for Carl Bennett. Now it's the white team who are just in control a little bit here, playing possession round the back. Some nice 1-2s, slowing the game down a bit. Undoubtedly purple team the side with the momentum so far. As Adrian Mariappa plays a nice ball forward into the centre of the pitch, but David Norris with a bit of a cynical foul there. White team come forward and it's Carl Bennett, and it looks like both sides will be making a handful of changes. As Carl Bennett picks it up from the left hand side, he just dummies the player and he's the ball forward. He just can't quite get a shot on goal, and it's played back to Charlie Searle in between the sticks, who come under a bit of pressure there from Noel Hunt, but gets the ball away successfully anyway. It looked like handball there from the purple player, but nonetheless it's a throw-in for the white team, and there will be some changes. Let's see who's coming off now. Again, a bit difficult to see with the numbers, and looks like Paul Robinson coming on for the purple team. Coming off for the whites is Lee Bradbury and Danny Hollands.
Perhaps some tired legs already.
Yeah,
tactical changes possibly.
It's something we could get used to, considering the circumstances. Considering, there aren't just some former pros in this team, but there are some players in these sides that are still playing this season for their respective clubs. Chris Underwood's just come on the pitch now for the white team, wearing the number 12 shirt for them, the organiser of this event. Gives a high five to David Norris as the whites come forward. It's a nice ball forward there to the substitute, but the purples can't get away through. Brett Pittman plays a nice ball back just in the centre of the park. He's challenged there, but no, that's a hefty one, but it's a 50-50. The ball was won, there's no arguing that, and David Norris used all of his pace to get forward here for the purple team. He's got an opportunity, he tries to put a ball into the middle, but he receives the ball again. Brett Pittman on the edge of the box. Is he going to shoot or is he going to cross? He looks like he's going to have an eye on goal, Brett Pittman. He's been urged to shoot from a crowd, but he's not, and the ball is dispossessed by the white team, and it's Carl Bennett successfully. It's a great tackle from the former Portsmouth winger as the whites come forward on a counter-attack, but they can't quite get the ball into an attacking region, as is Chris Underwood and Noel Hunt. Dream come true from the Pompey fan, Chris Underwood, who's done a great job at putting this event together, playing alongside David Norris and Noel Hunt. I'm sure that's a lot of Blues fans will be dreaming of. As David Norris picks the ball up now and plays it to the left hand side. Hayden Mullins in the middle now plays a nice ball through to the left hand side as well. And purples really trying to make moves here, and David Norris with just a nice little touch, and I think there the purple trying to keep the ball on play, prevent the ball going out from the goal kick. Instead gives away a throw in, which is, well, of the two options you'd rather give away a throw in than a goal kick. As the whites come forward again with Noel Hunt, seems to switch back to his right hand side. Noel Hunt bursts forward now, gets past his man, the marker. Noel Hunt's got two in the middle with another in support coming in. He's going to lay the ball back to his right back, the number 13 of the white team, into Carl Bennett. Back to Noel Hunt on his right hand side, still on side, plays a 1-2 with Carl Bennett. Carl Bennett is going to deliver a ball in, he's going to see off Hayden Mullins and pass the ball back to Adrian Mariappa, who, it's a lovely ball to that left hand side, but again I think it's just caught by the wind there, Ben. Unfortunately the left hand winger there for the white team can't quite get on the end of it, and it'll be a throw to the purples. So the purple teams do take the throw in and they come forward now. It's a great little chip there on the right hand side, and Whites have got numbers back, and Noran Nosworthy with a great interception there, using all of his physique to prevent that ball from advancing any further, as Brett Pittman sees the gap, and it's a great ball forward to the right hand side. Can the ball be delivered into here? He can't, but Noran Nosworthy again sweeping up at the back for the white team, and Noran Nosworthy is actually bursting forward on the left hand side. He's being urged by his coach on the left hand side. Noran Nosworthy on the left hand side. Is he going to take a shot on here? Noran Nosworthy, he is, and it's into the back of the net. Noran Nosworthy with a 70-yard run from his 18-yard box.
You weren't expecting that, were we?
This comes back before and Portsmouth. Noran Nosworthy with a fantastic goal. And it's white team 1, purple team 0. Ben, it's a fantastic run. I'm still in awe as to how that's gone in. It's a fantastic run. Yeah. It's a fantastic goal as well, and we've got the opening goal of this match. 21 minutes in, Whites 1, purples 0. Noran Nosworthy, 7 appearances for Pompey.
What's proud of that, isn't it?
And to be very proud of. I don't think he's scored too many of them in his career, if any at all. Especially not darting runs from 70 yards to slot a ball home into the bottom corner. It was a finish you'd expect from a former striker, a former winger, like maybe Carl Bennett on the ball now, but not Noran Nosworthy. But it's the kind of thing you expect to see in these charity games, Ben. It's a great goal.
Yeah.
Fantastic run.
Always in for surprises.
Exactly. And of the two teams, purple looked to be the team with the momentum, with the ascendancy, the team in control of this match, but the Whites just with that one moment of magic. And it's a fantastic finish from Noran Nosworthy, who rightfully receives a round of applause from fans here at AFC Portchester. If you've just joined us, we're here at Crest Finance Stadium for the Football for Great Ormond Street Hospital charity match between the purple team and white team, organised by Chris Underwood. We're live on TBTVSport, 22 minutes into the game, and the Whites have just gone 1-0 up through Noran Nosworthy, the former Pompey and Sunderland centre-back. If you'd like to donate to the cause, I'm sure everyone would be gratefully appreciative of that. Over £3,500 raised now, as David Norris just leaves one, or has one left on him rather. A bit of revenge from the previous challenge, as Brett Pittman picks up the ball, but dispossessed by the goal scorer Noran Nosworthy. But he picks it up again, Brett Pittman, and runs to his left hand side. He's got his left back in support, but doesn't use him. Comes back into the middle. He's going to deliver a touch. He's going to score and shoot, but he doesn't quite get onto the end of it. And the White will counter again. Will this be a second goal for the white team on the counter? It won't, because the purple team will dispossess through Paul. One of the substitutes is recently Millwall legend, former Portsmouth centre back too, as David Norris comes forward. He's going to take it on for himself. It looks like he's going to feed it off to his left hand side with his winger in for support. What's he going to do with the ball here? He's challenged on the edge of the box. He darts around him. It's a great bit of skill to do so, but he is in the end challenged by a mixture of Carl Bennett and Noran Nosworthy as the Whites go forward again on the counter attack. He's got 2 or 3 players in support here, as Chris Underwood tries to find his way into the 18-yard box. He's going to have a bit of a challenge to try and get the ball off of Paul Robinson and Danny Hollands if the ball is delivered. It is delivered, and Chris lays it off to Carl Bennett. Carl Bennett with a shot here. He's chipped it, and it's a fantastic finish from Kyle Bennett. The assist from Chris Underwood and Kyle Bennett. 2
blinding goals so far.
2 fantastic goals. Carl Bennett with the second, 2 former Portsmouth players with the goals this afternoon. Just 3 or 4 minutes after the first goal, we've got a second, and it's a gain for the white team. So it's purple team 0, white team 2. Goals from Noran Nosworthy and Kyle Bennett.
Arguably against the balance of play, maybe.
Well, yeah, we said that about the first goal, but I think with the second goal now, the white team have just come into it a little bit. They've got the confidence now with a 2-goal lead. I think we were talking before we were dream scenario for David Norris to have his team 2-0 down and score a 92nd minute equaliser like he did at St Mary's on that day 9 years ago. Currently, looking like it could be the case. David Norris's purple team 2-0 down here at Crest Finance Stadium. Ball off the forward by Hayden Mullins, and it's too high and too heavy for anyone to get onto the end of it. And Nathan Ashmore will take a goal kick for the white team. So Ben, just over a quarter of the game gone. How have you found it so far? I mean, we talk about the purple team, arguably the better side, but the whites find themselves 2-0 up. 2 fantastic goals as well.
Yeah, it shows that a bit of those moments of magic, that can get you in front. Purple team maybe just had that bit more possession though, perhaps.
So white come forward through Carl Bennett. It's picked up in the middle and laid back to Carl Bennett on his right hand side, the goal scorer for the second. Twists and turns and lays the ball back into the middle. It's a nice 1-2. Carl Bennett on the edge of the box. He lays the ball forward to Noel Hunt, but he's deemed offside by the linesman as the ball is poked home by Christopher Underwood, who I'm sure would be a little bit annoyed that one was offside, considering he's going to be, if anyone, the man wanting to score a goal today. But nonetheless, it is offside. Last share between Noel Hunt and the linesman then, as the purples come forward from David Norris back into the middle with Hayden Mullins. Nice touch to David Norris. Brett Pittman making a run in the middle, but not going to use him yet, as the ball's laid back to Paul Robinson, a former Millwall, Portsmouth and I think at one point AFC Wimbledon player. Plays it back to his goalkeeper Charlie Searle, who, I hate to say it Ben, but he's been lobbed twice in 4 days, Charlie Searle. One of the goals
Not a great stat to have against your name, is it?
One
really?
of the goals on Thursday afternoon against Moneyfields, just outside the box. He's claiming, but it took a deflection. It should have been an own goal, but I think nonetheless, yeah, not a great stat to have, like you say. I'm sure he'll be in the bar at half time looking to get some salt with those chips. As Ben gives me the weirdest look ever, I'm not allowed to commentate on a football match again. The whites just come forward now into the centre of the park with Carl Bennett, lays it forward to the number 14, and he plays it back to Bennett into the middle. It's a 1-2-2 Carl Bennett. He's got a man on the left hand side making a great run. It's a nice ball with the outside of his boot, but he can't quite get on to the end of that, and it will be another goal kick for the purple team. Still awaiting an official team sheet, Ben.
Yeah,
would be nice at some point.
I'm not sure if we're going to get one of those, mate.
No. Currently looking through some pictures, because we've got a few former Love Island contestants out on the field, Ben, and if I'm being completely honest with you, don't watch Love Island, so I'm not going to know what they look like.
I'm going to tell you I don't watch it either.
No.
Maybe if that's not.
Right.
Maybe if it's true or not.
I don't think that's a totally unpopular opinion, no. So Dave Norris picks up the ball on the right hand side and tries to feed it forward. So ball into the middle, there's 2 men in waiting, but no one can quite get on the end of that. There will be a player on the left hand side. It's Brett Pittman who's got the ball now. He's looking to deliver a ball in, plays it forward. It's a great dummy, and will be a bit of shot on goal. No, there won't. It will be cleared by the white team, but purple will pick it back up on the left hand side, just centre of the pitch, just 10 yards or so in front of the halfway line. There's a man waiting on the right hand side, but Carl Bennett greatly picks it up, and they've got basically 4-1 now for the white team. Play forward, he's going to go forward onto goal. It's a great turn, it's a great swivel. Carl Bennett looking up the rebound, beats Paul Robinson for pace and totes it under the goalkeeper Charlie Searle, who concedes a third goal in this game. Half an hour gone. It's the purple team 0, white team 3. Carl Bennett with a brace, a cheeky little dink, and a goal poked underneath the goalkeeper. It was a great play from the white team to attack again, leaving purple team just completely unbalanced at the back there. It was 4-on-1. They had no chance really, but they've done well to get Paul Robinson back in the end. But unfortunately for him, the initial effort was blocked off of his back and rebounded in through Carl Bennett underneath the goalkeeper. It's half an hour gone here at the Crest Finance Stadium, the Football for Great Ormond Street Hospital charity game. It's purple team 0, white team 3. There's a few changes here for both sides, and Carl Bennett and Noel Hunt have both come off for the white team, as has Hayden Mullins for the purples. A few new fresh faces on now. A few more Love Island contestants, Ben.
Yeah.
few players who have had a few haircuts since their announcement in this game as well. As the white team pick up the ball through Danny Holland, still with a number of professional or former professional players on the pitch. Still Adrian Mariappa, who's got the ball now at the back for the white team. Nara Nosworthy, his centre-back partner, picks up the ball now. Danny Holland, we mentioned there in the middle. Nathan Ashmore in between the sticks, former Portsmouth and current Boreham Wood goalkeeper, as the purple team come forward, but again it's nicely mopped up by the white side, and Danny Hollands with a nice flick over his shoulder, and Paul Robinson will just usher that ball away, and the purple team will pass it back to the goalkeeper Charlie Searle, who not want to look back at any of those goals at all on the replays after this game. So the purple team tried to build from the back again, and we spoke about at 0-0, Ben, about how the purple team were in control of this game, build out from the back and really comfortable with not giving away the ball in silly areas, but really the 3 goals deserved from the white team. But I think all 3 of them on the counter-attack, they're just hitting the purple side for everything they've got, and they're exposing all the weaknesses at the back when they do come forward.
Yeah, it's like a game of FIFA.
It's like a game of basketball, just end to end, isn't it?
Yeah. They've not quite been able to make all the chances though, purple.
No, as you say, that's a nice ball forward, and it's just a bit of a shoulder barge there. Not too sure if the referee's going to give that one. He doesn't. And Lee Bradbury is back on the field now for the white team, and he was the man who was in that 50-50 with the purple forward. Another smile share between the 2 players as the ball is played back to Nara Nosworthy, just in front of his 18-yard box. 33 minutes gone here. Purple team 0, white team 3. The opener from Nara Nosworthy on 22 minutes. 3 minutes later, Carl Bennett double the lead for the whites. And then again, another 4 moments later, Carl Bennett again making it 3-0. 3 goals in about 8 minutes for the whites. Separates the 2 sides here. As the ball is lofted in from the right hand side, David Norris, he thought he was just going to over a kick. It doesn't. He gets the ball still, and it's poked by the 18 and I thought Norris was going to go for an overhead kick there. He did it. But
Norris.
He scrappily got the ball still with, I think, a mixture of his chest and his shoulder, and unfortunately the purple team couldn't call the goal back as the white team again counter. Got plenty of men in numbers forward now, and it's a great ball, it's a great turn. Charlie Searle's off his line, he comes forward to get it, and no, it's not quite. Another goal for the whites, and Charlie Searle, I think he's done well there to come off his line, close down the attacker, and really prevent him from getting in goal side, and really showed him the side netting, and that was eventually where the ball was striked into, and it remains 3-0 to the purples. But again, another example, Ben, of the whites countering when the purples look like they're going to score.
Yeah, purple defence getting cut wide open.
As Dave Norris picks up the ball in the centre of the pitch now, he'll be, I think, a little bit aggrieved as to seeing his side 3-0 down. He's been at the centre of everything, David Norris. It's a great hold-up play there, and a 1-2 of his teammate. And it's a ball chip forward, it's a great ball chip forward, but again, Lee Bradbury just showing him a different direction and really using his stature to knock him off the ball and prevent him from getting a goal-scoring opportunity. And Nara Nosworthy just lays it back to Lee Bradbury, the current Crawley Town assistant boss. There's a header forward there, and the purples will counter again. It's the left-hand side. It's on the wing, and he's going to, a nice bit of trickery to Dave Norris just outside the box. He looks like he's going to line up to shoot. He doesn't place it forward, but again, the purples just can't quite get the right formula in the final third right when it counts, and Paul Robinson will just chest it down and start again for purples. 36 minutes gone. It's a nice ball forward, and it's just headed away out for what is going to be a throw in on his left hand side, as the wind has just blown away all of the notes that we spent last night writing. So we thought this game was going to be a little bit difficult with the odd numbers and the unfamiliar faces with the Love Island contestants and what have you. We've got no notes, Ben.
We've got, no numbers.
I'm sure we'll be climbing the trees in just a few moments' time at half time to get them back. But until then, we'll go with what we've got. The purple team has just taken a quick throw in there, and Dave Norris picks up the ball. Nice bit of skill there to lay it off to his left back partner. There's been a goal scored in the other game, and it's ball lofted into the box, and Noran Nosworthy comes out of nowhere just to head that away. There's a bit of danger there for the Whites to deal with, as Purple had 3 or 4 men in the box waiting to head it on. Nosworthy easily in the first corner of the game. Let's see if they can create anything from this. Delivered in from that left hand side of the Purple team. It's a bit of a collision there between Lee Bradbury and Nathan Ashmore, the teammates on the White team, and fortunately for Nathan Ashmore, the man between the sticks for the Whites gathers it well despite the knock. As they just play it right back and keep the ball a little bit with Adrian Mariappa, the current Bristol City defender championship. Over 50 appearances for the Robins. Coming towards the end of his career now, you'd think Adrian Mariappa, he'd probably got another couple of years in him. Former Watford defender, bringing his defensive experience to this game this afternoon here at Crest Finance Stadium. Purple team 0, White team 3. After 38 minutes, Bradbury picks up the ball and plays it forward. Now for the Whites, it's a great ball forward. It's nutmeg as they come forward. It's going to be a forced post knock. Just wide of the post. Happy to see that one go wide. It's not going to be a 4 for the Whites. It will remain 3-0. Charlie Searle takes the goal kick very quickly. There is David Norris, who sees a nice ball to his left back. Just on the left hand side. It's David Norris again, the centre of things for the Purple team. Lay it off into the middle. It's 25 yards out, takes a shot, but it's comfortable for Nathan Ashmore. You're not going to beat a keeper like him from that range with a shot that weak. That is arguably why I think, Ben, the White team find themselves 3-0 up, as we see a bit of keep you up a bit of showing off, which is something you can do at 3-0 up. I think the key in this game, Ben, Adrian Mariappa, Noran Nosworthy at the back for the White team. Real solid defenders, a lot of experience between the two players, Premier League and Football League experience too. Nathan Ashmore, solid goalkeeper in between the sticks. Around the non-league scene. The Purple team's dispossessed for Whites and come forward, and it is a foul. To be, I wouldn't say delight of the player in white, the number 13, who shares a laugh with David Norris. Not too happy with where the free kick's taken, but nonetheless it will continue as David Norris plays it in the midfield and picks it back up in the centre of the park. David Norris with 2 or 3 touches now forward, drifting out to the left hand side, turns back on his right foot into the box. Purple with a chance here, and it's just high and wide of that goal, 3 or 4 inches high and wide of that top right corner. And again, goal kick for the White team. Wind's picking up a bit here, Ben. The wind and the cold. And
should have bought more layers.
Should have worn another coat as Nathan Ashmore comes under a bit of pressure here. But he's off to Adrian Mariappa comfortably on the left hand side. Comes forward through his right back. There's the ball into the middle. White team play with a little bit of striking now. Real comfortable, nice one touch passes. As they come forward now to his right hand side. That's Simon Church on the ball there in the middle, the former Reading striker. He's quite loose his footing there. Brett Pittman closing down, but can't quite get on the end of it as Danny Hollins picks the ball up in the centre of the park. Lee Bradbury on the left hand side. Nice chip ball forward through to Lee Bradbury, uses his strength to get past him, and is about a penalty. Is the referee going to give it? No, he's not. He's not going to give it. I think that was a bit of I think both of them were given as good as they got, really. There's no doubting the fact there was a bit of a shirt pull there, but again, Lee Bradbury probably criminal to that too. No VAR here, of course, fortunately. Brett Pittman delivers a ball in. It's a great ball in, but David Norris can't quite get his foot on to the end of it. And it's cleared away, and Purple will have a throw in probably the best opportunity of the game from the purple team on the counter attack. David Norris on the right hand side with a great ball delivered in. Sorry, Brett Pittman on the right hand side, David Norris in the middle. Can't quite get his foot on it, and it remains 3-0 to the white team. Simon Church closing down Brett Pittman there, and the Purples will still tame possession as Paul Robinson picks it up at the back, closed down by Chris Underwood. The Purple team come forward on his left hand side. Think twice about shooting, thinks twice about putting a ball into the box, just keeping the ball a little bit. Plays it back to his left hand side, and his left partner is dispossessed and gives away a foul for the Whites.
Just as I was about to say, they found a bit more composure since they've conceded them 3 goals.
They look to have found a bit more composure, a bit more confidence, but the white team just let nicely run. 5 minutes or so before half time, 3-0 to the white team. A little bit surprising considering how the first 10-15 minutes of the match went, but nonetheless it's been a good game of football. It's been interesting. Seen a few of the former professionals and current professionals and celebrities showing what they can do as well. It's just the white team who are, I'll say, edging it. They're 3-0 up. An opportunity to make this a bit of a thrashing. Not sure if they'd want to end the game 6 or 7-0 winners, or if they'd like to keep it even, but I'm sure they weren't too worried. I'm sure they'll be just confident in showing what they can do and getting as many goals as they can. It's a nice run forward here on that right hand side. Nice little bit of trickery, and he got down to a challenge, but no penalty. It's a ball into the middle, and Brett Pittman will natch onto it. No, he won't, because Noran Nosworthy is there again to chip it forward and get it away for the white team. Lays it forward to the left hand side just in front of the dugout. It's a nice bursting run forward on that left hand side, and tries to find the feet of the number 3 there. I think that's Brandon Stewart. Can't quite get onto the end of it, but it's a hopeless ball forward nonetheless from the purple team. The referee looks at his watch. Half time is looming here. If you just tuned us, we're here for the Great Ormond Street Hospital charity match at AFC Portchester between the Purples and the Whites. It's currently 3-0 to the white team. It's cold, it's windy, the players are wearing odd numbers.
And we've lost our
notes because the wind's just completely blown them away. So we're doing the best we can. But the white team are 3-0 up. 2 goals from Carl Bennett opening. Noran Nosworthy, ball lofted forward to Danny Hollins, but Charlie Searle will gather comfortably. Paul Robinson tries to lead a breakout for the purple team as Dave Norris finds the ball back in the centre of the park, using his muscle and turn of pace to keep possession of the ball and play a nice 1-2 with his left back through into the middle to Brett Pittman, who started his game, still remains on the pitch. He's got the fitness to do so, of course. Still playing professionally. There's a bit of pressure there for the white team, and they've given away a cheap corner kick there. Being closed down there, Noran Nosworthy, but it looks to be the final action of the half. Just hit the 45-minute mark. Can the purple team try and get a goal back before the break? Look to find out as he slowly puts the ball down, ready for a corner kick. Sure, the wind's playing a part in disrupting that. The ball's delivered in from that left-hand side. No head to it, but gloves of Nathan Ashmore's a volley, but just wide of the mark, and the white team survive again. And you can't argue with the fact, Ben, but despite 3-0 down, the purple teams they've had opportunities to get back into this game and really cushion the scoreline a little bit, but not quite the clinical touch on the end of it to get a goal. And we've just seen a nice overhead kick clearance there on the left hand side, and probably a little bit unnecessary, but that's what you're going to see in charity games. You don't want to see anything boring. You want to see overhead kicks flying in when they don't need to be. It's a great bit of skill there on that left hand side. Lee Bradbury picks up the ball and plays it into the middle. Simon Church, who just lays it off to the right hand side for the white team. Adrian Mariappa now in possession of the ball. It's a nice 1-2 with Simon Church, who loses the ball, Adrian Mariappa, and goes down. I think that's a dive, but the referee's not interested. David Norris claiming he didn't touch him, but he should have been easily allowed to go forward, but not given. The white team come forward now, but left hand side. It's 3-on-2 here for the white team. There's a man coming back now, and Paul Robinson tried to show him off. As well, dispossess him and uses all of his height and experience to get the ball away and leave a purple through again. Ball out on the right hand side. So the purple team trying to create an opening just before half time. Still no whistle at the break. We enter the 47th minute. Nice bit of trickery on the right hand side. He's done very, very well there on the right hand side. He beat Nara, and that's what he does. But that's just a shot which is high and wide, but actually the referee is given a corner kick. A few of the white team not too happy about that. Nathan Ashwell claiming that it was more of a in the pitch as opposed to a deflection. But
Purple have much more of the chances in the last sort of 10-15 minutes, you'd say. They're definitely not down and out. I'd like to see them make some sort of comeback in the second half.
Certainly tried to claw their way back into this game, yeah. Corner again for the Purples on his right hand side. White team not had a corner yet. Purple team, I think this is their fourth. It's a nice delivery into the middle and it's headed on, but not quite on the end of it. And David Norris with a couple of touches and a great volley, just high over the mark, and Nathan Ashmore under a little bit of pressure there. But David Norris, what a shot that was! Unfortunate not to be on target, and that is the half-time whistle from Brendan Bone in the centre of the pitch there. And we go into the break here at AFC Portchester for this Football for Great Ormond Street Hospital charity match. It's Purple Team 0, White Team 3. Nyron Nosworthy with the opener on 22 minutes. Carl Bennett with a brace in 4 minutes. Separates the two sides, and it is a 3-0 lead for the white team. And we will join you again in approximately 15 minutes time for all of the action of this second half to see if the Purples can claw their way back.
that. I think that's gone out the window. Thank you. Last couple of steps. You just can't get around it. Cool. Hold it.
Ready when you are. Welcome back to AFC Portchester for the second half of this Football for Great Ormond Street Hospital charity match, organised by Chris Underwood, who you may have just seen. He's got a guard of honour and a round of applause from the players and fans here at the Crest Finance Stadium. And currently the white team find themselves 3-0 up after the first half. Winds just died down a little bit. I'm joined up here above the Colin Brand stand. Almost a bit of infrastructure by my co-commentator Ben Chu. Ben, Purple's 3-0 down at half time. It's been an interesting game of football. We've seen some former pros, celebrities kind of play their trade and show what they can do, and it's been a good light-hearted game of football so far.
Yeah, it's been really enjoyable for both the fans, players, and both of us watching up here. But
Dave Norris and Brett Pittman both still on the pitch here for the Purple team. Just laid off to the right hand side and tries to dart round Lee Bradbury. Does very well in doing so. Goes down under the challenge, and it is a penalty to the Purple team. Ben, Nathan Ashmore shouting that's a disgrace. A little bit of afters between David Norris and number 13 for the white team. It's all a bit of fun, but
certainly Ben, a penalty.
Would you agree that's a penalty?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Not a bit too soft? You don't think the referee's given that because Purple's are 3-0 down and feels a bit sorry for him?
Quite possibly.
I think so.
He wants the greatest.
Brett Pittman, penalty merchant, and he buries it into that bottom left corner. No doubting that whatsoever. The comeback is on. Just a minute into the second half. And we're just being indicated by the white left back to the camera, who's ordering the referee to cut that back, ordering the referee to look back at the camera and see, but it wasn't a penalty, but the goal was given, and it's currently white team 3, purple team 1. Response very early on in this second half, and it goes out under a challenge. I think he's a little bit looking for a bit of revenge after giving away that penalty. I think that was more of a foul than the penalty itself, but he might have been looking for it a little bit. And he can't quite get his foot onto it. He's second for the purple team there.
He's only just got off the floor.
Just got off the floor. He knew it was a foul, and it's not quite going his way, is it? Referee giving a penalty against him and not giving a foul for him. I think he might have built up a bit of a reputation with a man in the middle. It's all in good spirits, of course. If you'd like to donate to this fantastic cause, Football for Great Ormond Street Hospital, nearly £4,000 raised so far. You can head to the link on Facebook, TBTVSport, as the white team win a corner out of nothing really. Purple team coming up the blocks the quickest in the second half, but white team have got a chance to reinstate their 3-goal lead, and Carl Bennett over to take this corner. Player of the half, I think, in that first half, Ben. Carl Bennett.
Yeah, definitely. We're speaking a bit about it at half time. Him and David Norris got to be the stand-up players so far for me.
Brett Pittman clears the corner away, but the white team come forward again. Danny Collins and Simon Church are in the centre. That's a nice little flick that back to Simon Church, and nice ball flayed forward, and he can't quite get his foot onto it. You got to feel if he'd gone down there, the referee might give a penalty considering the other one, but that's an awkward header there. Adrian Mariappa, and it's a ball forward, and referee's given a handball just outside the penalty area there. Bit of scaffolding in my way there, but Nathan Ashmore has adjudged to have handballed it outside of his penalty box. I think from what I saw, Ben, he looked to just stood still and the ball was pumped at him.
Yeah, I don't know, it's a bit harsh, I think, maybe.
I think the referee's feeling a little bit sorry for the Purples here, giving everything he can.
laughing at a joke.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Carl Bennett eyeing up Brett Pittman, trying to prevent his from taking the free kick, and the Whites clear it easily. And I almost said former teammate Carl Bennett and Brett Pittman, but not quite. Just in different sides as the White team come forward and ball forward. And, he's got plenty of space here on his right hand side. It's a great poke, but Charlie Sell straight at him. Comfortable save. You kind of feel with all that space and all that time, could have done a lot better with that effort. Team come forward again, and it's on the left hand side as they see it. It's a fantastic strike curling corner, but Nathan Ashmore covering well, catching it with both hands. No one takes the ball back up in the centre of the pitch, and Bennett, who looks like he's going to switch things there, he doesn't, takes it all for himself. And Carl Bennett with a nice bit of trickery, a little ball forward, but he won't quite reach his teammate Noel Hunt as the Purples gain the ball through Hayden Mullins initially dispossessing it, and Paul Robinson laying it forward to midfield. As it's laid forward to David Norris. It's left hand side bursting forward, lays it off to the left hand side. Purples looking to get a ball into the box, is not given offside, and Lee Bradbury will just touch it back to his goalkeeper Nathan Ashmore. He chips a nice ball to his left hand side. 3, 4, 5, 6 keep you up, he's 7, 8, no, just loses it there. But the White's still in possession. You kind of feel like someone might leave one on him in a little bit if he continues that.
It happens when you get a bit cheeky like that.
Yep. But with a 3-1 advantage, happy to do so. Lee Bradbury spraying the ball to his left hand side as we see it. It's a nice touch, but Hayden Mullins will get the ball back off of it. No foul there. The Purples will come forward again. It's hard to concentrate. I think a lot of these players, they're laughing as they're trying to play. Not easy. It's just on the right hand side, and the Purples win a throw in.
I can imagine it's quite easy to lose your concentration in a game like this.
It's not all about ability and seriousness. It's not about the scoreline. It's about having fun. It's about raising money for a great cause. Getting together, especially after such a difficult year for everyone. Just put a bit of a smile on everyone's faces. Nice, easy, fun game of football, which it has been so far. you can hear there the reaction of him. He burst past 3 or 4 players. It's a fantastic ball to the right hand side. Carl Bennett picks it up. He's still laughing. I think he wants the ball back. Carl Bennett's going to wait for him to come back and support. He can deliver a ball into his right hand side, and after all of that, after all of those keepy uppies and fancy touches and drifts past the players, he delivers a crossing like that. The Purples gather from the back, and Brett Pittman picks it up just inside his own half and lays it off to the right hand side through Hayden Mullins. Once an FA Cup finalist for Pompey, Hayden Mullins at Fruston Park for 3 years between 2009 and 2012. Unfortunately lost out in that final to Chelsea. As Dave Norris picks up the ball now, trying to get his side back into his game. He finds himself just 2 goals behind now. 3-1 up the White team as Hayden Mullins delivers a nice ball into the box. Dave Norris there with a header. He's hit the post, and the rebound is going to be hit. And it is into the back of the net, but I think the referee has given, is that a handball against David Norris?
I'm not even sure if it went in.
Well, either way, it's not a goal. I think the referee's indicated, but David Norris has used his hand there.
Got the best
David
view in there.
Yeah, Diego Maradona-esque. Or David Maradona, should I say?
English version.
So the White team come forward now. Got away with that one, rather fortunately, I think. Purple team almost getting a second in this game, but for a judged handball in the penalty box from David Norris, who finds his side 3-1 down, and Noel Hunt just can't get quite on the end of that ball from Carl Bennett. He's lofted forward from the centre through to the left, and the Purple team now will regroup. The goalkeeper Charlie Searle will just play it comfortably and slowly. So the left-hand side is Purple trying to create something from nothing, and Brett Pittman with the ball plays it back to his defender Lloyd Doyley, alongside to Paul Robinson, who finds Hayden Mullins. Forward now, it's a great turn. Bats into the middle, another great turn, nice touch to send Danny Hollins the wrong way rather. And he's going to take a shot on goal. He just can't get on target, just over the bar. Onto the scaffolding behind Nathan Ashmore's net. No trouble for him. A push and shove between David Norris and number 13 for the white team in the centre of the park. Again, all in good faith. As the white side look to build from the back, Lee Bradbury just touches it back to his goalkeeper Nathan Ashmore. Ben 3-1. White side with a through kick. About 55 minutes gone, Ben. Can you see the purple team get back into this game?
Yeah, I mean, they've shown a bit more promise since the second half started, so certainly a lot of time left to get the couple of goals that they need.
Dave Norris picks up the ball on the edge of the box. He wants to shoot, but he doesn't. Lays off to the right hand side. He's got a man for the company. He's going to deliver the ball into the box. He just quite get a connection to it, and ball will be ushered out for a corner kick. Again, the purple side piling on the pressure. Here at AFC Portchester, home to this Football for Great Ormond Street Hospital charity match. And the ball coming from the right hand side, delivered by Hayden Mullins for the corner. It's a floated ball in, and Nathan Ashmore he looked to have easily caught that, but he just tipped it over the bar, and it will be another corner for the purples. The opposite side now.
I think he may have caught the wind slightly there.
Possibly, yeah. In fact, it won't be the other side. The referee did indicate that it was going to be on the opposite end, but I think he's happy just to let it be this side again. And Hayden Mullins will try again and float one in. It's a better delivery this time. Finds the head of Brett Pittman. It's a strike from the edge of the box. It's at an angle, but it's a really, really hard one, and straight in the face of the defender there for the white team, and he's gone down holding his face, and that looked to be a bit of a painful one, that one, Ben.
Yeah, it's going to sting on a day like today.
A wet, cold, windy day like today. Shot with that kind of venom, no more than 2 yards out, it's going to sting.
Maybe I'll be able to hear a bit of background noise.
Yep, you may be able to hear well-known Portchester supporter who's turned up today. Need no reminder of who that is. So we seem to have a corner to the purple team. His left-hand side, Brett Pittman is stepping up to take it. Takes it quickly and short. Seems to go back in hope of putting it across into the box. Takes a couple of touches before doing so, and he does eventually do that. It's a connected header, and again it's just a bit too soft, a bit too weak, and Nathan Ashmore will gather it very, very easily, and Whites will counter it now, and Noel Hunt is in support on his left hand side, looking for a fourth goal in this game. It's a nice little backheel through to Noel Hunt, but he's adjudged to be just offside. Noel Hunt does get the chip on goal in the end, but the whistle's gone. And it is a free kick for the purple team, taken absolutely nowhere near where it should have been, Ben. But it's lucky this is a charity football game, not the Champions League final.
Are you sure about that?
Well, I think you'd be told off for thinking otherwise. A lot of similarities here. Brett Pittman, David Norris, Champions League final. You never know. Maybe a bit past it for them. I think quality is probably about similar. As you see Danny Hollins with a nice little Cruyff turn there. Lee Bradbury with a shuffle of a shoulder and clearing his lines. You'd be forgiven for thinking that this group of players can play European football week in, week out. Lee Bradbury attempts a nutmeg but doesn't quite get it off and loses the ball, and Brett Pittman picks it up, and Lee Bradbury's going to be tracking back now, and he doesn't quite have the pace to do so, but he's got the strength. And he's indicating to his rival player that the ball is there if he wants it, but he cheekily kicks it away from him. He's not going to let him take it. And the white team will counter on his right hand side, and Carl Bennett is once again at the heart of that, and the ball is picked up on his right hand side. It's floated in low, but Charlie Searle will get down and pick that up and scoop it off the floor. Noel Hunt was waiting as he does. Ben Noel Hunt doesn't necessarily do a lot in the game, but he's in the right position to score. Carl Bennett nearly gives away a free kick, but the Purples will continue on his left hand side. They've got 3 men in the box, deflected and picked up again, and the Purples will shoot, and it's very high, very wide, and there was a scaffolding on that right hand side. That ball was lost forever. There will be a few more subs now. I think we're going to see Nyron Nosworthy reintroduced, as well as Chris Underwood. And a couple more faces for the Purple team as well, as David Norris makes way. Nyron Nosworthy back on the field of play. Look where he is, Ben. Centre back. I can't imagine he'll be staying there for long. I think he'll get the confidence of that first goal, so make some more darting runs forward.
I think that's one of the best bits of play we've seen today.
Yeah. Carl Bennett picks up the ball by the dugout here on the right hand side. Back into the middle, sprayed ball to the left. Hayden Mullins, he's still got it in him to reach that ball. He does, and he lays it back to Charlie Searle's goalkeeper, and it's a two-footed lunge there, and he's nowhere near the goalkeeper, but nonetheless the free gets given because it was dangerous play, Ben. Yeah, can't argue with that one. And the Purple team have again taken that free kick about 30 yards away from where it should have been. The referee's ordered them to bring it back. Hayden Mullins has got possession of the ball now, lays it back to Paul Robinson. He plays it forward to Brett Pittman with a nice touch. Nice little turn, does well to almost nutmeg Carl Bennett, but he receives the ball back off of his counterpart. The ball's picked up on this right hand side. Back with Hayden Mullins now. You see the run in the middle there. He's offside though. Keeper Nathan Ashmore did get to it first, and we will play advantage. Keep the game flowing. Noel Hunt picks the ball up and loses the ball straight away. Straight to Brett Pittman, who tries a 35-yard chip over Nathan Ashmore. Not quite successful. Maybe if he tried the other side, it'd have gone in.
He might have slipped as well as he went.
I think he did slip, yeah. I'm sure that won't be the last time that he tries that in this game. Brett Pittman made 99 appearances for Portsmouth, over 40 goals as well across a 2-season period. Captain's Pompey at Wembley, and so the Whites come forward, but it's a scuff shot high and wide. And the Purples will come back for a goal kick. Yeah, Brett Pittman becoming the third captain to lift silverware at Wembley for Portsmouth. Charlie Searle's got a little bit of a fan base behind that goal to our left hand side. Paul Robinson picks the ball up just outside his 18-yard box. Plays it forward to Brett Pittman. Nice cut through the middle there, and Brett Pittman finds his teammate just in the centre of the pitch. It's laid back to Brett Pittman. Currently at Swindon Town. Is he going to take another shot from outside the box? He does. It's just high and wide this time. The last one was on target, but This one not troubling Nathan Ashmore whatsoever.
I don't envy the person who's got to go and fetch that ball.
No, not at all. Right up the top of factory, I think.
Looks like someone's already going to do it.
Yep. We've got another ball on the pitch now. As for Whites trying to get a foothold back into this game, they've come under a lot of pressure in the second half. The Purples chasing the match. And Carl Bennett has the ball now. He plays it through to Noel Hunt. They'll be familiar to these chimes that are rung that you can hear. Noel Hunt, he tries to deliver a ball in the box, if he doesn't, he lays it off to Carl Bennett on the edge, takes a touch, he's almost dispossessed of the ball, but Lloyd Doyley takes the ball off him, and the Purples will counter again, and it's Brett Pittman at the heart of it on the left hand side now. He tries to play it through into the box with a nifty little outside of the boot curling pass, but you're not going to beat Nara Nosworthy with one of those. Noel Hunt does well to prevent the Purples from coming back and getting the ball back again. Tempo's kind of died down a little bit, Ben.
Yeah, maybe some tired legs starting to come into this one now.
Carl Bennett picks up the ball 40 yards out. Only one man, or now two men in front of Carl Bennett now, looking to create an attack. Charlie Brown comes on the tannoy. Chris Underwood is in the box. He's I'm sure will be desperate for a goal today. Carl Bennett picks it up on the edge of the box now, lays it off to the centre. He's going to take a shot. No, he's not. He's going to dummy it, and then he's going to try and do something. I'm not sure if he knows what he's going to do now, but nice bit of trickery. He's still got the ball. He's got three defenders to try and get past, two of which professional footballers. Carl Bennett on the edge of the box now. He's got a few calls, but can't quite find the right pass. Purples are on the counter again, but he is miles offside. Straight in line with his camera. Yeah. Severely picked up. Here.
Doesn't look like we're getting any warmer today, Joe.
Not at all. It's cold, it is windy, but we have retrieved our notes. Yes. Bad thing is, it's too cold to hold them. As the Whites come forward on the right hand side for Noel Hunt. Again, he's drifted back to that right side. Does well to beat the defender. He lays it back forward to his right back, who delivers the ball into the box. Chris Underwood there waiting, but Hayden Mullins comfortably chests it back to his goalkeeper, Charlie Searle. He's got a song chimed out for him behind his goal. Or another, just pushes the ball out there. Thanks for throwing to Nathan Ashmore. Off his line, he's going to be chipped, is he? No, he's not. Just gets back quick enough to prevent a fourth goal and a second lob of the game. He saw him off his line, and fair play, he's going to take on the effort. He doesn't catch him off guard this time. This one. Approximately halfway through the second half. Nathan Ashmore gathers it out the back. Don't forget, if you haven't done so already, you can still donate to its fantastic that's comes forward now. It's a great chest and a great touch. Can he create something here? Noel Hunt, deflected shot. It looks like it's going to go out for a corner, but Charlie Searle's going to pick that one comfortably and lay it off to Hayden Mullins. But yeah, don't forget, if you haven't done so already, you're looking to donate to this cause, you can do so. Still plenty of time to do so. £4,000 nearly raised so far, which is fantastic. Great Ormond Street Hospital. Find a link over on our Facebook page and Twitter, TBTVSport. The ball's floated in from that right hand side for the Purples and straight out for a goal kick. Quality in this game, Ben, second to none.
And some good chances.
I think that would be being a little bit generous, but
I think most of them come in the first half when they were less tired.
Yep, I think so. The rain started to trickle down a little bit in the last 5 or 10 minutes, nothing too heavy. Let's see. Number 10 of the right is looking to nice little turn there, nice little bit of trickery. He's going to take a shot inside Republic of Ireland International. So ball into Chris Underwood, who hits it with his knee, but is flagged for offside anyway. I think even if he had connected to that one, it wasn't going to count. Perhaps he knocked the ball forward. And speaking about Noel Hunt, then, only at Portsmouth for a very short time. Noel Hunt this season scored a couple of goals. Didn't make a huge impact, but just one of the memorable names. Fratton Park days, 4 or 5 years ago. Noel Hunt, friendly face, great character as well. Someone you want to have in your dressing room. Someone who, Noel Hunt, who's now assistant manager at Doncaster Rovers under Richie Wellens, who turned down the opportunity to coach at Ipswich under Paul Cook, his former manager at Portsmouth. Cookie's not too happy with that one. But the white team will come forward now, and it's not offside. They will come forward with their number 13 on their right hand side. He's going to take it into the box, and he likes a bit of trickery in it. Gets a shot away, but it's deflected out for a corner kick. It really is picking up now. 2 balls on the pitch now. White's looking to float the corner in and try to end this game as a contest, really. 2-goal lead is a dangerous one. Noel Hunt receives it from short, delivers the ball into the box. It's a great header, but he's not lofted onto another white player, and Hayden Mullins will gather comfortably and does well to get it out to his right hand side, and he's miles offside. He's not got it yet. No, he's going to be flagged. He knew he was offside. Nathan Ashmore takes the free kick for the white team. He tries to lob Charlie Sell, but it's absolutely nowhere near the goal. Charlie Sell takes the goal kick, and the white team tried to build from the back through Paul Robinson, partnered alongside Lloyd Doyley at the back, and plays it to him now. The purple number 12. The ball lofted forward. It's a hopeless ball and no one's on the end of it. David Norris is thanking his teammate for the effort, but quite fast enough to reach it. Still nowhere near seeing that goal recreated, Ben, which is rather unfortunate.
Still enough time.
Yeah, I think that's what we're waiting to see.
We're waiting, yeah.
Adrian Mariappa just gets in a tangle on that far side, and Purple look to try and get a ball into the box, and Lloyd Doyley plays it into the centre now. Now David Norris 30 yards out to the right hand side. Ball back to Hayden Mullins. Right winger of Carl Bennett. Purpose will come forward into the box now. Can he get a ball into the box? He can, and it's really not a great shot. Really not a great shot at all. The Whites will have a goal kick as Lee Bradbury is taking his shirt off. Well. Lee Bradbury is swapping shirts with Nathan Ashmore, and he's going in goal. We knew this game was going to be fast, but Lee Bradbury, assistant manager, former Haverton Waterlooville boss and former Pompey striker, he's going to apply his trade in goal. Wow. We talk about giving Purples a chance, but putting your goalkeeper outfield and putting Lee Bradbury in goal, if you had to get 3 or 4 here, then something's wrong.
Certainly a good chance to get back in the game.
You watch Lee Bradbury turn into to prime Manuel Neuer now. Who knows? He might have something up his sleeve, Lee Bradbury. Goalkeeper. He's going to give it a go. Fair play. This was the time to do it. But the Purples do dispossess. They look like they're going to take a shot on goal as soon as they can. Test the goalkeeper, but can't quite get the footing right, and the white team will carry it forward. It's started. Lost the ball forward to Chris Underwood, who's going to try to take a touch, but he's had it taken off him by Paul Robinson, who just lays it forward. They're attacking once more with the Purple team. Brett Pittman is there, 25 yards out. Advantage is given. Brett Pittman on the right hand side. He's going to take a shot on goal. Lee Bradbury, and it is into the back of the net without a doubt. And the Purples have got another goal back in this game. It's 27-year-old Benny James with the goal. Benny James, known for his roles in Bloodlines and Mr. Sushi. Born in Croydon, and he's got the Purple team back into this game. And he's now an influencer, Ben. What's an influencer? Couldn't tell you. Well, nonetheless, he's had an influence in this game. Benny James. How long have we been waiting to say that? As the Whites come forward with just a 1 goal advantage now. Play back to Danny Hollins. It's currently Purple team 2, White team 3. As the player goes down, but it's not going to give a free kick in that position. Nathan Ashmore now looks to be playing as a forward. Speaking of Nathan Ashmore, who actually he's not only switched to a forward, but he's actually switched teams. Something we didn't pick up at half time. Nathan Ashmore and Charlie Searle. We were told Nathan Ashmore was going to be part of the Purple side. He's not, he's now part of a White team. But yeah, Nathan Ashmore playing as a forward, and something that's too dissimilar to him. When he was released at Fratton Park at the age of 14, he tried to become a right-sided midfielder. He played for Likes United Services at Portsmouth and Chichester before he went back to being the goalkeeper, and a solid goalkeeper in the non-league scene. As the White team go forward, and it is Nathan Ashmore chasing it. He's remained on side. Nathan Ashmore, what can he do now? What kind of skills he got up his sleeve? It's a floated ball into the box, but it's way too hard and high. Really goalkeeper's instinct there with that ball. Putting just a little bit too much power onto that one. David Norris picks up the ball in the centre of the park and trying to rebuild themselves again. Brett Pittman just loses the ball, and Nyron Nosworthy with a cheeky back heel to Adrian Mariappa. Kind of a centre back partner in you didn't think you'd see. Nyron Nosworthy, 40 years of age, Nyron Nosworthy. And Adrian Mariappa still playing, as we said earlier, at Bristol City. Solid partnership, that one, as the Purples try to come forward again with another solid partnership of their own with Paul Robinson and Lloyd Doyley, as David Norris chips a nice ball forward to his right hand side, but it is just too hard for the attacker to get onto it, and it will be a throw in to the White team. Oh, it's a nice little keep you up the air and a nutmeg, but Purples will take advantage of that. They pick up on the loose ball, and Brett Pittman is 25 odd yards out, and he plays the ball forward, but he can't quite find a Purple player as Paul Robinson dispossesses Chris Underwood. But the Whites will still attack through Noel Hunt, and Nathan Ashmore is miles offside and he needs to get back onside. Almost gets in Noel Hunt's way, but the Republic of Ireland's former international will continue to chase it, but Brett Pittman gets the better of him and lays it off to his left hand side as Purple come forward again. Just 1 goal in it now. Really does set up for a late equaliser, doesn't it? David Norris still on the pitch. He knows a thing or two about those. as Brett Pittman lays it off to the right hand side. Acres of space now for Purple to try and create something here. Lost the ball into the box, is a great ball. David Norris with a header, and it is into the back of the net. David Norris from 6 yards out. It's a fantastic ball floated in from the right hand side. And David Norris with an equaliser.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. As the famous line of commentary once said, he used to be a waiter to David Norris. He served up a perfect cocktail here. David Norris, late in the second half, and the Purple team at 3-0 down at half time find themselves level with about 7 minutes remaining of this game. It is White team 3, Purple team 3. And this Football for Great Ormond Street Hospital charity match at AFC Portchester, hosted at Crest Finance Stadium, organised by Chris Underwood, raised nearly £4,000 now for this incredible cause. As Noel Hunt floats the ball in from the right hand side, but Charlie Searle awkwardly tries to parry that one away, but it's actually given away a corner. Can't keep it onto the pitch, and Charlie Searle gives away a very cheap corner, so White team look to try and retake the lead. And then the rain is absolutely lashing it down now. Not nice at all.
No.
Ball floated in right hand side. It's Noel Hunt from the corner. Can't quite find a White head on the end of it, but Danny Hollins picks it back up on the right hand side, retrieving the ball, but that's the foul, is it not? No, it's advantage. The referee's not having any of that. Nara Nosworthy, a great bit of trickery. Can he create something again here, Nara Nosworthy? He's beaten 4 or 5. Nice bit of trickery. He can't. Nathan Ashmore from 20 yards out. A little bit of keepy-uppy from him. He's not confident enough to take on a shot. It's Danny Hollins on the right hand side with Noel Hunt lays it off to him, and he wins another corner. It is, I think.
I believe it is.
Adrian Mariappa, the Bristol City defender, 35 years of age, and he's headed the White team back in front here for his football charity match, and an entertaining game here at Crest Finance Stadium. 3-0 to the Whites at half time. Purple team brought their way back. David Norris with the card just moments ago, but straight back the White team have responded, and it's Adrian Mariappa connecting to a Noel Hunt corner kick. Apparently Purple team 3, White team 4. We knew this game was going to be filled of goals, but weren't disappointed at all.
No, you actually did say 4-3 before the game. Not to which team, but
I struggle to know who's even playing for which team, let alone the scoreline, but we'll go with it.
good enough guess.
We've seen a goal from Nara Nosworthy, 2 from Carl Bennett, another from Adrian Mariappa. Purple team equalised through Dave Norris, of course, as they look to try and get another equaliser here. It's a great ball, it's a great floated in, and it can't quite get on the end of it. So served on a plate for him. Missed an absolute sitter there, and Purple team will try and come back. David Norris, edge of the box. David Norris can't quite get the goals he wanted. Brett Pittman turns and swivels, and Lee Bradbury makes the save and comfortably receives the back pass from a header. A bit of a mess at the back there from the White team. Opportunities there to try and equalise again for the White side, but can't quite do so. The Purple team, sorry. The White team come forward through Nathan Ashmore. He's got Chris Underwood to support. Chris Underwood, this would be the hero, and he is! Chris Underwood makes it 5-3 to the White team.
He deserves that.
He really does deserve that, Chris Underwood. Fantastic, and I think not just the White team, but the Purple team will be very pleased to see that he has pretty much secured the win for the White team. Chris Underwood, he's done a fantastic job in organising this event. Raised almost £4,000 for Great Ormond Street Hospital. He's got this group of players, pros, influencers, he's got them playing. We've had a great day here at Portchester. He's capped it off with what looks to be the goal to secure the win for the White team. He was assisted by none other than Nathan Ashmore, as you do. He's bursting down that left hand side, and Chris Underwood has scored the 5th goal for the White team. They lead by 5-3. But Hayden Mullins, he says it's not over yet for the Purples as they try to lead another attack to try and get another goal back into this game. It's a nice ball delivered into the box, and it's connected to by the head, but he turns and swivels. He can't quite get the connection that he was looking for. as Lee Bradbury drop kicks it forward, not the kind of conventional boot forward from a goalkeeper you'd expect, but that's because he's not a goalkeeper, Lee Bradbury. Ball is passed back to the defence of Drew Mariappa and Nara Nosworthy, who have been, I'd like to say, solid at back today, Ben, but they conceded 3 goals. I think you can forgive them in such an occasion. As I think that's Liam Molyneux now coming forward for the white team. He's got their company, but the purple team will retrieve it through David Norris. Burst forward trying to get a 4 for the purple team now. He's got acres of space on that right hand side if he can see him. He doesn't, or he does, but he wants to go alone himself. He carries on, but let's face it, he's not going to get around Nara Nosworthy as easily like that. Just a few minutes remaining in this game now. It's purple team 3, white team 5. But the purples look to get a 4th here, maybe through Hayden Mullins, and he's gone down under the challenge of Lee Bradbury in goal. And the purple team have been given a penalty, another penalty. Brett Pittman, of course, scoring a spot earlier on. Now a chance to get another goal in this game. Step up now to try and claw one back for the purple team with not long remaining on the clock. Right place. Lee Bradbury in goal here. Can he save the penalty? Yes, he does! Lee Bradbury in goal saves a penalty. Not something excellent to say today, but nevertheless, Lee Bradbury has kept the lead, 2 goals for the white team. And the ball's been hit high and wide on the rebound into the what looks like a forest behind the goal. David Norris follow up. With a penalty save. And Charlie Sale looks to gather this one easily. And almost taken out there. With a slide. The wind of the rain might have something to do with that one, and he's clattered it there. That is not a good foul whatsoever, but the referee's given a throw in, not a free kick. I think he may have won the ball actually. It's all in jest, of course. I would hope anyway. Didn't look to be anything too malicious in that one. As Lloyd Doyley picks up the ball under the pressure of Nathan Ashmore. He won't be in too much of a hurry to try and close things down. They do have a 2-goal lead here. And ball's forward now to Hayden Mullins. Nara Nosworthy can't quite get connection to it as Lee Bradbury with another save with his foot. Not comfortable enough to dive down. That's a great bit of skill there for the white team to get the ball clear. And Nathan Ashmore with a great chest and great touch to beat David Norris, and the ball forward to the left hand side, Brandon Stewart, but Purples will easily gather and clear. And Hayden Mullins with a great chest. It really is end to end. There's so many gaps open for both sides, and the Purples with 5 goals to 3 down. Brett Pittman lays off to the middle. Nice bit of skill there. Dave Norris is waiting. He's not going to get it. He will, and it is into the back of the net. In one of the most scuffed, softest goals you're ever going to see. Lee Bradbury unmoved in between the sticks. Didn't want to dive down and get it. Was too far away for him to save his feet, like he had done with the previous 2. And white team are back in this one again. Purple team rather. Purple team 4, white team 5. I'd like to say, Ben, it was a good goal, but it wasn't. To being honest.
Yeah, not the greatest of jobs, we'll all admit.
But when you've got between the sticks, 45, you're not going to be too worried about how it goes in, but that it does go in. An entertaining game here at Crest Finance Stadium. Purple's 4, white team 5. 9 goals in this match. As the white team have a throw in. A few players indicated to the referee that the game should nearly be over, but the referee has a few choice words. Just to pretty much say be quiet, but differently. I think he's too eager to finish this game. He He looks at his watch, and Lee Bradbury tries to do something. He does get it away, fortunately for Lee Bradbury, as the white team come forward. It's just a 1-goal lead now. Lee Molyneux plays the ball to the right hand side. He can't quite find his teammate as the Purples come forward again. Purples 4, White's 5. And Brett Pittman is on his right hand side in acres of space, not the kind of player you want with that space if you're a White defender. He's going to pick the ball up now. He's going to try and get a ball into the box. He does so. There's a head on the end of it, and it's into the side netting. And the Purple team can't quite get the equaliser they're looking for.
Might be their last chance really now. Yeah.
Should only be seconds on the clock, and there are. And referee Brendan Bone blows the final whistle, and that is the end of this game. And it's finished here at the Crest Finance Stadium. Purple team 4, White team 5. Players such as Carl Bennett, Nara Nosworthy, Adrian Mariappa, David Norris, Brett Pittman, all on the score sheet, as well as, of course, what turned out to be the winning goal of the game. Then Chris Underwood, the organiser of the event today.
Yeah, it was meant to be, wasn't it? Very talented.
It was meant to be. Chris Underwood scoring the 5th. Turned out to be the winning goal in this match as the White team claim the victory in this Great Ormond Street Hospital charity game by 5 goals to 4. Thrilling 9-goal encounter. And I think we're going to try to head down to the pitch and try and gather the post-match thoughts of a few of the players. So do bear with us as we try to make our way down the scaffolding without injuring ourselves.
Right, bear with us, I'm going to put the phone in your pocket.
Right. Chris, fantastic event today, fantastic game of football as well. Really written in the stars for you to get the winning goal.
Oh, playing with all these people that I grew up watching, like Hayden Mullins, Marriott and all that. So to get them all down, it's will be fantastic for, everything that all Great Ormond Street stands for.
Great cause as well, a lot of money raised and a lot of fans here enjoying the match as well on the occasion. You mentioned a few former Pompey players as well, a few celebrities as well. Just an all-round great day for the fans here after so long without football matches.
No, exactly. I mean, it's been about a year without people being able to watch a football game. So, as you said, it's good for everyone to get out and to enjoy this music game.
Chris, thank you very much. Enjoy the trophy. Take care.
Cheers.
Give them a bit of time to regroup. See if we can get anyone else. Sorry, getting tangled up.
Ciao.
Is that right? Just come round. Yeah, whatever. Dave, fantastic game of football, great cause as well. Must be real kind of proud to be a part of that.
Yeah, of course. I think it was a great turnout from the lads. Good group, a bunch of ex-players there, ex-pros as well. To come down and turn out for a great cause, I think that's the most important thing. I think lads don't mind giving up their time and making space for coming down for good causes like this. And it's nice to be able to give a little bit back and enjoy it ourselves as well. We probably all miss that buzz.
And Chris has done very well in creating this event, trying to get it started for well over a year now. Kind of written in the stars for him to get what turned out to be the winning goal at the end there as well.
Yeah, perfect finish, and a good finish as well, by the way, because as it's coming across quick. So, but yeah, he deserves that. I mean, it's been a great event, and like you say, it's been on off. It's been difficult to sort with COVID, and luckily we were able to get a crowd in and fans in as well. So to make it that little bit more special. So I think it's been a great day all around.
Must be great to see fans back inside a stadium, albeit at a reduced capacity as well. Not a league fixture of any team, but kind of a match you could not take with too much seriousness and just put on a good show for the people that are here today.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, you can see on the pitch the banter between the players, and they're trying to make each other and foul each other and just have a good bit of banter, and it's great. And like you say, it does make it a bit better with having fans back in, no doubt about that. And hopefully they enjoyed it as much as we did.
Thank you very much. Take care. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers, David.
There you go. Chris Underwood and David Norris with the interviews there. Two very happy men.
See if we can get anybody else.
They're all interviews apart from Nosworth up there.
John.
As he moves.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, do you want?
Noron, do you mind if we get a few words? Is that all right? Noron Nosworthy, great to see you today. Fantastic goal, by the way. Was it a 70-yard run from your defensive line to get that in?
Yeah, I saw the space and I just went for it, and I wasn't surprised by my finish because I've been practicing for a long time now, so it's been a long time coming.
Don't doubt you had that in your locker, but what a great game today. What a fantastic opportunity as well. Great cause as well. A lot of money raised. Again, like I've been speaking to Chris, been speaking to David Norris as well. Just must be proud to be a part of it.
Yeah, it's fantastic what Chris has done, and it's testament for everyone coming out and supporting and raising money for a good cause, and it's just nice to be part of it and do something nice for people who need it.
Noron, thank you very much. Cheers for joining us.
No worries,
thank you. Take care.
Right. Yeah.
So, Matt just about draws an end to it. Thanks for everyone for joining us. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for donating if you have done so as well. That brings an end to today's action. Football for Great Ormond Street Hospital charity match, where the white team have prevailed by 5-4. Ben, thanks very much for joining me.
Yeah, no problem at all, Jake. A really good event. Really enjoyed it today. You can see all the fans enjoyed it as well, coming out in good numbers. well done to the white team. Purple team as well, commiserations for that. But yeah, a really good game all round, and what a great day. Credit to Chris for organising all of this. Really good.
Great day, great game, fantastic cause as well. If you still like to donate, you can head over to our Facebook and Twitter, TBTVSport, to find out the link and how you can donate. Thanks for joining us, and see you next time.
Thanks once again.